it is a normal thing where people are being disrespected on a daily basis in this country, so it is not new. If the presidency says is not attending a meeting organized by South governors, they should get used to it, because really the government of the day do not really care about whatever happens in the country. They are just all about themselves, and whatever happens is their. So, of course, I believe that the South governors should not take it to heart and take it too personally. But all the same, and don't forget that most of the South governors, or I would say all of the South governors, are from the People's Democratic Party. So definitely, you would not expect that the president will be there, or the delegates that has been requested to attend the meeting to actually be at that meeting. But anyway, let's find out why they did not attend the meeting and what were the excuses that the presidency gave for not attending. Yes, guys, before we get into that details, please ensure you hit the subscribe button if you have not, and also give this video a thumbs up. Yes. All right. It says federal government delegations absence at South governors meeting, not out of disrespect, presidency says. The presidency on Wednesday explained that the absence of its representatives from a meeting of South stakeholders fixed for Tuesday in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, was not out of disrespect. This was disclosed in a statement signed on Wednesday by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, GARBA SHEHU. The statement was titled South Assembly Disrupted by Emergency Security Meeting. SHEHU explained that the federal government delegation was absent at the meeting because of an emergency meeting of the National Security Council held at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, on the same day. He said a new date for the meeting would be fixed after due consultations, and said the presidency wished to explain that the absence of the federal government delegation at the planned meeting with the governors and stakeholders of the South region was necessitated by an emergency security meeting summoned by the president. Certainly not out of disrespect, the delegation to the meeting under the Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, ministers and head of securities and intelligence agency were in full readiness to proceed to Port Harcourt until they were directed to stay back for the emergency security meeting. This information and regret for the inconvenience caused were conveyed to the host of the meeting through what we believe were the right channels. As many have been gleaned from the statement read by the Minister of Police Affairs, Mohammed Maigari Dingyadi, the extraordinary National Security Council meeting under the President was called in view of the gravity of the security situation affecting all parts of the country, including the South, in the aftermath of the EndSARS protest, and the need to rise to protect our national security and territorial integrity. The President is strongly and resolutely committed to hearing from leaders, stakeholders, and our youth on burning issues affecting all parts of the Federation. And to this effect, a new date for the meeting with the South will be agreed after due consultation with the parties concerned. Once again, the unavoidable postponement of the meeting is regretted. Garba Shehu, Special Senior Assistant to the President, Media and Publicity. Well, definitely they will give any excuses, like I said earlier, just not to attend that very meeting. But of course, they said the excuse they gave was that there was an emergency meeting at the Presidential Villa on the same day that the emergency meeting was that of a National Security Council that was held at the Presidential Villa. He said they did not really mean that there were delegates who were supposed to attend the South stakeholders and governors meeting, but really those because of the meeting they had, that they could not meet up with it. And he said that when it's more convenient, that they would attend, and they would also rearrange for that meeting, because they said that recently, because of the security challenges in the country, that it is important that they actually meet with the South governors. And recently what they've been doing is that they've been putting all the blames on NSAS protesters, because they were saying that it was they just want to see that in view of the gravity of the security situation affecting all parts of the country, including the South, and in the aftermath of the NSAS protest, and they need to rise to protect the national security and territorial integrity. And really, I don't feel that the NSAS protest was the problem. Before then, Nigeria has always had a lot of issues, And now, why it seemed like everywhere there's an uproar is because everyone is tired. Everyone is just tired of whatever is happening in the country today. There is no food for people to eat, salary, no increment, and yet there's an increment and hike on every commodity in the country. How do they want Nigerians to cope? Imagine, we're just laughing over some of the companies that are in Nigeria, because now they have to come to the level of the more populated people that are now in abject poverty in Nigeria, because normally the cans of food that people would buy, they can no longer afford it. Now every company is now making foods and other household ingredients in sachets, so that everyone can afford what you normally get in a can for about 200 naira. They now made sachet of about 20 naira, 30 naira, so that people can afford it. What does that mean to Nigerians? That means that the level of poverty in Nigeria has actually increased over 40%. And this is just the beginning. And that is the more reason there is tension everywhere. It is not because of answers. People are only tired because people cannot even afford 3 square meals anymore. Even those in the middle class have now moved to the lower class. And those in lower class have moved to nothing because they cannot even afford 3 square meals. That is the country to which Nigeria is today. And the quicker we face the reality, the better for everyone. And the government seem not to be seeing all of this, or perhaps they are pretending not to see all of this. And this is eating deep and deep into the community and into the country today. And if it continues like this, there's every likelihood that the country will go into flames, because with anger that everyone has, it will prove that indeed the anger that is in the pain that everyone feels, they'll begin to manifest it, and it will affect everything happening in the country today. Well, guys, that is it from here. Thank you for listening. Whatever you have to say, drop it in the comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time.